What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to our live trading for today. I am here, Amma Jamma, and we're going to get started in 1 second. I'm going to pop a post up, make sure we have some people in here ready to trade, and we will go from there. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day today. I have a couple interesting charts that I'm watching right now, so we'll talk about those as well. And let's see what we got here. All right. So first of all, let's go over the SPY like we always do. We'll start with that and we'll go from there. Let's pop that SPY on. As we know from yesterday at market open, that dump, we got those Netflix puts right when we jumped off the air here and we went and traded in the Discord. We hopped into SPY puts below our level. If you took SPY puts off yesterday's level that we had drawn, it's erased now. But if you would have taken SPY puts off our level yesterday at that pre-market low right about here, we have that level to take those puts from 404.30. They paid. I mean, if you bought 0 DTEs, we dumped the whole day legitimately 500 to 800% on those puts yesterday. If you took them just off of our technical analysis of where to get out, where to get in those puts. So anyway, we've got the 15-minute chart on now. We're going to look at a couple levels. Obviously, we're flat this morning. And the first level we immediately see is this double bottom from yesterday on pre-market, almost to the penny. All right, that 397.66. We talked about a few of these levels yesterday too, guys. Take these levels down. These are really, really critical. And we got to make sure that we're on it because yesterday, one trade, all you had to do yesterday was take that entry at our put entry, which I gave everybody, whether we're still on the air live trading or not. Those entries stay valid. And if you took that entry yesterday, which we hit that entry just as we went to the Discord to trade, look at that. I mean, that's beauty right there. That's 500, 600% gains easy, if not more. I'm not going to check right now, but let's check just for the hell of it. Let's look what even today's are. Oh, we don't have the percent from yesterday up there anymore. All right, so here we go. And we've got this wick high. So we've got the super contained 397 to 399, about $1.80 in here. That's our reality. And then we've got a third level right here, which is where we just bounced off that level just a couple minutes ago and picked up support on the 15. So if we pop it on the 5-minute, we could clearly see these levels. They're not terribly difficult to spot. Okay, so we've got this 398.23. That's going to be your riskier put entry. And why I say it's riskier is if you see a dump candle below that 398.23, we've got 397.68 immediately picking up support in that area. So that tells me right away that you've got to be ready to sell if we pick up that support at that double bottom 397.50 area. So that's what I'm looking at on the downside. And on the upside, same thing. We've got our wick high area right here from pre-market and from yesterday. We did wick over it. We can see a couple impulsive wicks here. I'm not ignoring that. But so this would be the riskier entry. We've got your safer and riskier entries. So we'll make this one yellow because these are the riskier entries. So let's pop those boxes yellow. This is your zone you're looking at, and this will be your riskier put entry. We're going to put yellow there. All right. And then we've got here's our call entry with the impulsive move over this area. And if we immediately pull back down, we know what to do with our impulsive candles now. What do we do? Anyone in the chat, I want to see someone first. If we have an impulsive candle, what's our measurement to justify whether it's going to continue or it's going to reverse and come right back down? I've got some prizes for whoever could answer that in the chat. I'm curious to see how much you guys do pay attention around here. I know you guys know if you're part of the Discord. There's only about 30 people in here. Maybe I'll ask in a little bit when there's more people. So this is going to be our put entry right here. We'll put that red. We're going to flip this one green. But we have to make sure it's a sustainable entry, meaning we have that impulsive push, retest, or we stay. I'm not going to answer the question for you guys. Someone's going to answer that for me today. We'll get it. So this is our do not touch zone. We're not touching anything. Super. Yes, Pinky, that's it. DM me on the Discord. I'm going to hook you up with something. You know exactly what that 2/3 means. If you know the 2/3 ratio, you know what it means. So this is our do not touch zone today. We're going to keep that light red. So we don't really want to touch any trades from 398.25 to 398.99. It's only a 75-cent area. That's great. Any classes you guys could get in, no matter if it's penny, but I mean, we offer, I don't know how many of you are from the Discord. We offer hella classes on all sorts of trading. That's fantastic. Information is power. You guys, we give you the tools where you can. I hate the fishing analogy. Teach a man to fish, they fish for life. Catch a man to fish, they eat once. Like, it's true though, and I hate using analogies. I'm not a big analogy person. Sorry, Tag Man. The real OG of the analogies, but I'm not a big analogy person. All right, so we know our levels here. I'm going to delete the 2 yellow boxes. We know what it means. We want to be able to see. So there's our SPY immediate zone. Let's pop out a little further, and we're going to figure out our trades for the day. So obviously, we're looking right away at this 399.80. We break 400 with a little bit of authority. We touch 401, 401.50 easily. Okay, I'll remember, Josh. I got your name, and we'll get that taken care of. So that 401.50 immediately. So, we want I think we hit 401.50 if we break over that 400 and hold. We lose that 397 and we're coming down pretty far. I'm going to pop on this 15-minute, and then, so our next pickup zone's 396.75. All right. And with Fed talks, we know we can end up at this 401.50 up here at this wick, and we can end up way down here at our 394.62. These levels are not out of the range of possibility. 394.85 and 401.70, 401.50. I believe we touch one of those levels today. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say which until I see the behavior of the chart. It's really rough out there. We've got Jay Powell with the House of Representatives today. We've got a bunch of different data coming out. Ugly, 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 ugly. And what else did we talk about yesterday? Pre-market. And I'm not trying to pat myself in the back, but listen to this and apply it to your day, guys. Look at this right here. We have this head and shoulders. We broke that neckline. We lost our neckline. And my God, that's your 1,000%er when you say, I can never get in those 1,000%ers. I always miss those. Let me remove that so you can see a price. I always miss those 1,000%ers. I don't know how to get a trade like that. We gave you perfect setup right there. That was it. We gave you the 2 levels. We gave the loss of head and shoulders, and then the entry below that 404. Boom, boom, boom. And I mean, it wasn't even like, we had wick highs coming back up. Even if you left this trade when it started to pop back up, this was 150% first step down. This second step down, boom, another 150%. And we could see on the 15-minute chart right there, hit our head, didn't quite come up, hit our head. So when we lost that trend and couldn't take it, I mean, these entries are just beautiful. Let's get to our top runners of the day. UNCY is one. We are talking to. I do want to mention one particular stock though that we had an eye on pre-market today. In our description, you can see some more information on it. Anything that's got FDA news, I mean, is very, very interesting. It had a pop and pulled right back down. Why did it pull right back down? Am I scared? Hell no, I'm not scared. It started pulling right back down because it's got no volume. We get some volume pre-market. We've got some really good catalysts here, guys. So we want to see this trend line hold here. And we're talking about IKT is the ticker. We're at 81 cents. This caught my radar in the Discord, as well as it popping up on the top runners list, the high runners watch list. Also, it's got a little bit of long-term setup too that I really like. Let me pop on. If we could get some volume behind this bad boy, it looks really great here. It's starting to curl up. We broke through that that 83 cents we're holding right now. So what I'm going to tell you guys on this one, this is kind of like a swing / day trade setup here. All right, for me, that 83 cents is magic. We break that. I'm even going to go as slow as saying 81.7, which we're almost at right now. We break 817 at market open. This looks beautiful. And look at this. All right. This is a little secret for y'all right here. All right. This is some day trading magic right here. How do you know when something how do you know something is starting to look spicy, as I would say? This is how you know. Do you see how this no volume, the blue is very skinny. These dailies are very skinny in this area. Do you see how in here, how skinny the day-to-day is? Because there's no volume. There's not much going on. And then look at this over the last week and a half. Do you see how it's widening out? That's why is that? That's volume starting to come in. It's starting to curl up. Our indicators are starting to line up and make some sense. We found a bottom. We've picked up support, and all of the institutional buying, knowing there's a news catalyst set up for FDA news, this, that, the other, whatever it might be. You want to look at those when you're scrolling through and you see those no volume super consolidated like this, where it's very skinny zone, and you start to see these dailies on Webull widen, volume's coming in. And then you look at the volume as well, yes, but it just shows there's more volatility coming in. It's just a little bit of what you start to see. We saw that on GNS. Remember GNS, guys, last month I gave you a 2 days before the pop at 60 cents. That thing still, it went almost over 1,000%. And I gave you that because of little whispers of indications that we're setting up. It's not like, oh, look at me, I gave you this. It's just, something to really, really consider here. So anyway, let's get back to this chart, the 5-minute chart. I like this up over 81 to 82 cents, somewhere in that area there. A really big watch for me. And on top of that, we do have a little bit of a trend line here. If we continue to sell off some, watch for that trend line pickup. All right. And then here's loading zone. This is loading zone. This is green, good to go. I'm loading up down at this box here. So that's the 3 main things we're looking at. That one, it looks really, really interesting. The other one that it has crossed my mind, again, there's a description in our description on this YouTube video. You can see some more information about this one. This is another one that's starting to look really good, guys. We're curling up. All right. It's another one with catalysts lined up. I think that a lot of the analyst targets are minimum $5 on this one. Multiple, more than one, more than 2 analysts. I think 3 or 4 analysts, I'm not mistaken, at $5 prices on this one. So what are we looking at here? I'll tell you what I'm looking at here, right where we're sitting at right now. We break over that 120. Easy, in my opinion, easy up to 128, 129, which is boom, already 8 to 10%. Then you got 150 just sitting there whispering to you, ready to pop. And then if we look back even further on a chart like this, we can see the potential. And then the other thing is right here, what do we talk about? What's our favorite indicator? All right, we're going to pop that fibs on there. I'm going to have you guys watch me do it. Because that's what we're looking for after that a wicked push up and then a nasty little sell off. Where are we bouncing? Right on that damn fibs. So these are a couple. I always give you guys those exclusive looks of like stocks I'm really looking at, and they've caught my eye. These two are good setups. I like the setups. We know with IKT, we want to see that secondary push, and what we're watching for on the daily there. We've got strong support here. Look at this daily. When you're looking for that range bound trading, you're looking for strong support for that low risk reward. That's it. And then again, CTXR bouncing right after that golden fibs. To the T. Volume starting to curl up. See that volume curl up? We put on the 4-hour. You can see even in clear. You can see that volume's just stacking up. And what I love is our green, our reversal, our bounce off that golden fibs was on less volume than the 2 days before it. So if we start to pour in some of that volume, that's one I like to see. All right, what do we got? We got 1 minute to open. We didn't really get through any of the day trades. All right, let's pop them on right now. We're going to turn off that. We're going to do this live today, baby. We know what we're looking at here. All right, so our wick high 145 immediately is going to be my entry here. 146. Let's say 146 on this one. All right, that's what I like as far as an entry on this one. And so I gave you 146. Let's pop through a couple more of these. BLPH is one that's interesting to me. We break over 510 and it could really push. I'm on the wrong. I don't want the 5-day. I want the 1-day. VRAX. No, we want pre-market. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I ended up talking about those charts a little too long there. Let's pop on that 1 minute. We're looking for support pretty much right here. All right, right at this wick high area. We're looking for that support. We could see it clearly on the 15, but I got the 1 minute on for our scalping purposes. We pop back on the 5. You can see exactly what I'm talking about here. All right, this area right here. So that's where I'd want to see the break back up over. So on FRXT, I like entry over 324. Because then we demagnetize ourselves from the downtrend here. We break a couple pennies over that pop zone. So 325, I'm make it green so you guys understand the difference between that and just a basic support line. KBA all has just kind of been going up. I've got an alert out on this in the Discord. It's just been kind of rocking. And then CTRM didn't really strike my fancy too much, to be honest. We're not even going to look at that one right now. And neither, same with DSEY. All right, so let's pop back on this this FRTX, and we'll go from there. We might end up doing just exclusive options in about 1 second here. I was very talkative this morning, guys. We had to go over that SPY. We had to go over those couple sneak peek plays I'm looking at and the levels I love. And we'll go from there. We're probably going to pop right into options. If I get 2 people in the comments say, let's just go right to options right now, we'll do it. And I'm sorry, Top, hate to do it to you. Because we really didn't get a chance to look at any of the equity plays I was hoping to look at today. We are going to watch the bounce here. That's what we want to see, is that bounce at this level here. If we see a strong bounce at that 245 area, I hear you, Chris. That 245 area, I would take the entry above 311. Or I'm sorry, 295. If we actually a 2/3, let's our candle rule, 2/3 a candle right there, and I think we could look strong, good. 304 entry on this one, and let's go to our recently viewed list and look at the SPY. All right, so SPY had that impulsive candle up. If we break back above it again, you know about and we gave up 2/3 of it. Y'all know what I mean by that. Anyone who's with me trading all the time, we gave up over 2/3 on that candle. This is what we're looking at right here. Verizon's down another %. We love to see it with our swing trade on Verizon. Keep dumping, baby. All right, so we're in our in-between zone here. Let's pop a couple others up that I've been watching. Coin is in a nasty little wedge. So I want to see what Coin's going to do here. It looks like it's breaking kind of. Let me put on the 4-hour. As you guys can see here, we're bouncing off that lower trend line here. It's right about, it's going to move when I flip it back. So let's say 60.75 is the trend line. So let's pop that up. All right, we'll even say that 60.86. We lose the 60.86 again, we're going to impulsively break down nasty. I don't want to take the entry on this candle though. I'd love to see a little pull back up, and then we take that entry. Coinbase puts, I'm looking at the 58. They're at about $1.10 right now. They're at $1.10 right now. So all right, so that's the pop I want to see. So if we come down and we go below at 60.86 again, I would probably take those puts. And again, it is the $1.10 58s. They're actually a little lower now. Yeah, about $1.10 58 put Coinbase. 58 put coin at 110. I will tell you when I take entry. Here is the put. I will pop it up in the comments so you guys can see it. There you go. Because this could be our bounce. We could bounce here a couple times. And I want to watch what the SPY's doing in correlation with it. So we're not touching the SPY in our red box. We're not touching the SPY in this red box today. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. We're not doing it. So that's what we're watching. All right. So coin, that's the entry we want to take. It would be right there. All right. Stop would be here. Next push down red, I would sell. I'm gonna. All right. I'm gonna sell 4 or 5 contracts. I only managed to get 5, and I actually did not fill at $1.10. I filled at $1.12, and I'm selling 5 right now. And that just opens up my stop loss a little bit on that. When I sell a couple, I only got filled at 2% because we were popping green right there. So I kind of sold it. I kind of sold it at a bad place, but that's okay. So at this point here, we want to stay. We talk about our 2/3 of a candle. We want to close this candle below right here. This area. Kind of want to close below about right here, to feel like we're going to keep coming down. If we open above this candle wick high, if we start pushing above 61.10, it's not a bad idea to sell in that instance. If you're not in, and you're looking to still get in these puts, if we close this candle below that $61, I do like it for red. Okay, there we go. There we go. Come on down. SPY's turning red. Have we hit our put entry? All right, so we are hitting our put entry right now on the SPY. I'm not in. If you do take the SPY, 398 to buck 18 at this point. Again, I'm not in. The 398 is at a buck 18. And I'm not in. I'm just putting it in the chat so you guys can see the contracts. Pop back on that coin. All right. So we are picking up a little support here. So at this point here, you know, we're going to play this pretty tight. I don't want to go with a 20% stop here. I want to see the pretty quick sell. Same thing with the SPY, but we're not in the SPY yet. So we're just kind of watching at this point because I do think we can get some continued sell off at this point. It's just what we're watching here. And I'm actually going to pull these so they're the top two charts. There we go. I'm okay with the sideways trading. And you're never wrong. Sell it. You're never wrong. Selling for 5%, 10%, 2%. Break even is never wrong. There's the dump we wanted to see. There we go. There's some dump right there. It's almost 10% there. Especially if you're only in one contract, guys. You know, because obviously we're getting a lot of wicks. We're in indecision. We're getting some wick at the bottom and the top here, you know. So we're sitting in indecision and, you know, in this area here. We want to stay below that box, ideally, you know, but selling for 5, 8, 10% is not wrong. It's not. All right. So SPY is whispering a dump off here. If you're in coin, don't take SPY. Take one or the other if we end up taking these, okay? All right, I'm taking 4 SPY contracts here. And again, do not take both trades with me. There we go. Come on down. There goes coin 2. We're at about a buck 18 a contract right now. 5, 8%, depending on your entry. All right, I'm selling 2 of 4 puts. I fill for 6%. All right. Now we can breathe a little bit. I locked up 6% on 2 of my 4 puts, and we locked up 2%, and then like 6% on coin. I actually do want to sell another coin. I've only made one sell on coin. I don't like that path there. You can see that rejection all the way around. SPY 2, same thing. So SPY, we've already set up a little bit of a downtrend here. We want to stay below these wicks. That's the reality of it. We could pop. And here's the thing. In 20 minutes, when J Powell takes the stage, we could pop, guys. Like, fast. Be ready. You got to be ready to sell these. Do not turn your back on contracts like this with an impending, you know, talk from J Powell. You can't do it. You can't do it. You could get absolutely wrecked. And with the SPY, you can 100% market sell it. Same with coin. Coin's got a decent, you know, it's under 1%. I like to see under 0.5% total. It is under 1%, so it's not terrible. Spreads, you know, if you gotta fill, you do it. Like if you ever get caught, all right, you can't do it on something like end phase. But if you ever get caught in the wrong direction, nasty style, and it's not a terrible spread, it's under say 1% of the contract price, 2%, like do that market sell, get out of it. That couple cents you're going to take is going to save you, especially with weeklies. There we go. There's coin coming on down here, up about 10%. The SPY is up about I'm up 9%. Well, I was up 9%. Now I'm up 6%. So that is, you know, that's what you want to do, like legitimately. Coin hit about 10% on that little dump there. But we are still kind of not really having any strong sell-off candles. I don't like what the SPY's doing here. I would suggest strongly I'm actually going to sell the rest of mine. You see, as soon as we broke over, and you know what, I'm okay, and we can always retake entry. You see that break over that line here, you don't want to hold in that. That's just all there is to it with both of them. That's why we why hold for 20% down, and instead of, ultimately I broke even on coin and SPY took a 2% loss. So, and it's worth it to me. I don't like that. So I think we do, if we come back down, hey, we come back down. Whatever your risk management is that works for you. For me, I like to take break even and get out, but I'm not trading with a small account. I can take those immediately and re-enter the trades. You know, if you have a smaller account, it's a little different. Totally understand that. Let's see. All right, we're gonna watch here. See what happens next couple candles. Obviously, when it stops on these, I'm no longer in the trades, but we will still observe the trades because the stop losses were not hit, even close. So, but we're definitely in some indecision. All right, come on down. Everybody that didn't sell and wasn't a little weenie baby sissy like me can make a little bit of profit here, because it does look like we might end up getting that dump. A little too jumpy, Jamma. A little too jumpy there myself. But I don't care. I'm fine because I insured profitability. So that's all I'm doing on that. I want to check Netflix though, because we are at a level where looks like we're going to come down some here. We lost both our major supports here. So actually I kind of like, I've been watching for some Netflix puts, swing puts here. We're testing a double bottom 306.20. 3662, excuse me. So we're going to watch that and we'll go from there. All right, back to 1 minute. All right, so this is why we sold right here. I'm not taking anything in our box. I told you I'm not going to do that. We're going to wait here for a minute and wait and see what happens, because these are some levels where we are about to have Jay Powell speaking, and yeah, go from there. I'm actually going to jump over to the Discord now, though. We'll continue on trading over in the Discord. I will see you guys over there. Thanks for popping in, and we will do some more live trading tomorrow.